Team, the situation is critical. Output from the super reactors is dropping, and Margarita, our counter-invasion hyperplasma shield, is down directly over Blossom City.
Oh, you're saying they poked a hole in Margarita?
And they're firing a gravity beam through that hole to systematically destroy the entire city. They've bored 10,000 meters underground to get to the bottom of our top-secret nerve center, Mother Platinum.
What do they need to mess around with the computers and Mother Platinum for?
Ain't no two ways about it. They're gonna try to hack the Shirogane Comet.
I seem to remember hearing this uninspired name before.
It's humanity's trump card, the overcooked french fry. Our antimatter particle cannon. You know, the artificial weaponized comet we launched outside the exosphere, completes an orbit around the Earth every 10 years? Well, she's gonna be in firing range in 30 minutes, and those depraved aliens somehow caught wind of it.
If Mother Platinum is compromised, we lose control of the Shirogane Comet.
And the linchpin of our whole defense is gonna be floating space junk. Those jerks are always one step ahead. Someone's leaking our secrets.
Don't you dare say Luca!
There'll be time for that later. Right now, we need the wonderful 100 in Blossom City ASAP. Defend Mother Platinum at all costs.
Roger.
I'm a-begging you, wonderful ones. We lose the Shirogane Comet, we lose everything.
Circling there! What was that?
We're hit. An optical stealth torpedo. I'm reading jerk matter interferometer signals, bringing up imagery.
Figures they'd hit us now.
Must be something important to make you come all this way, Earthlings.
You give Luca back!
I can hardly give back what I never took. The boy is here of his own free will. He can leave whenever he chooses.
We're taking him even if we gotta drag him home kicking and screaming.
And exactly how much longer will he have a home to go back to? Fire the Giga Microwave! Your precious supercomputer is but a house of cards set to collapse at the slightest breeze.
You won't get away with this, gimme! Team, fall in!
Roger!
Team, unite up!
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play the Wonderful 101. Today we begin Operation 8, also known as the Oh Yeah, Luca's Still a Thing chapter. Recapping, Luca ran off with Gimme because, his mom is dead, so he's gonna try to get 7 billion people killed. We went inside of Vorkin to destroy a big bedbug, liquefying his organs. We stomped the big bedbug out. By the way, I previously mentioned Kamiya's favorite Wonderful one was Wonder Giant. Wonder Giant's concept art is just a boot stood next to the other Wonderful ones, like normal-sized ones for perspective, so he was cut for visibility purposes. But I imagine the keyboard part of the 7B boss fight was inspired by the cut design for Wonder Giant. Now we come to 8A. The geathjerk have poked a hole in the plasma shield Margarita so they can destroy Mother Platinum, a giant Platinum Games logo that happens to be controlling the Shirogane Comet. This is a little remix operation. It's actually a whole big remix operation. All throughout Operation 8, we're going to be seeing landmarks from the very first operation of the game. We're going to be seeing the elementary school again. We're going to be seeing the football field, even the starting location. It's going to be remixed, new color palette.
What the? You jumping your hose so fast. He just up and disappeared.
Undo without me?
Disappear. You're just like those glasses on your head always do, right, old man?
No, you swaggering ninny. The alien pirate. What's his face?
Morgan? Where'd my brother go?
He was in such bad shape we didn't bother posting guards. What was the point? Now there's not a soul in sickbay.
You don't think he plans to commandeer the Virgin Victory, do you?
In his condition, he couldn't hope to.
He probably simply went to pay a visit to the lavatory. You know, the one in the back of the ship. Private. Perfect for the, how you say, number 2? Think? That is why you go there, no?
Budget coming back.
Pull it together, people. We have a mission to finish. Team, let's move.
Morgan, where are you?
Pull it together, people. We have a mission to finish. Team, let's move.
Morgan, where are you?
I know I've complained about this before, but the screen can get really, really crowded sometimes. Like, the HUD is big enough, but that's not normally a problem. But then you get these occasions where you've the speech bubbles on screen and character portraits, and 99% of the time it's not a problem because that stuff's not going on during gameplay, but when it is, man, it's way too busy. You have so little screen real estate to actually play. I mean, most of the times when that does happen, it's not during anything particularly hard, like no difficult fights or platforming, but it's just one of those weird, unpolished things I'm kind of surprised made it into the final build. Who are we getting? We're getting Wonder Jungle, who's a whip user. If anyone was going to be a claw user, I would have expected it to be him. Plus, we have another Dura to fight, the ones that we first encountered inside of Borkin's organs. We're going to deal with them the same way we have dealt with every other one so far. How did that happen? How did he not get juggled? I heard the sound effect and I saw him glow gold. Oh, he got his armor back before I could start the juggle. Ugh. Okay. Wait, that's not right. Oh, that's really not right. I think when I was drawn towards the right, something happened that canceled the Unite Morph out. So first nothing came out, and then the gun came out. Just trying to do the sword. Ah well. Correct that mistake. Tombstone and re-juggle, and he's gonna fall into the Rising. Or the Cyclone, rather. And even with a mistake, still easy enough for that fight to get pure plat. Also, this is a location that should look familiar. Oh, you know what else should be familiar? The sound of this song. This is some kind of remix, or it's sampling the main theme in there. Just hearing a couple of those notes that sound really familiar. Oh, we got Wonderful Rising for the Claw. The Claw's version of Rising is really, really good for juggling, actually. And we have Wonder Yang, who is a temptress from China. Wu Hongchang.
Starboard sub-engine offline. Switching to auxiliary power.
Everything's going offline. Let's try out the bowgun for a little bit. Are either of them gonna let me get close to them? The nice thing about the Golem's version of the claws is that they don't have the projectile. Let's see. Oh, that was... Actually, did that work out? Yeah, that worked out kind of okay. I'm not exactly sure which enemies are vulnerable to the unique properties of the bowgun, so I have to look into that. Yeah, that's definite dodge. The bowgun's special property, by the way, is that if you hit an enemy enough with it, it can become charmed, and it'll run into other enemies and explode on them. Not sure if every enemy can be charmed like that, but I know a pretty sizable number of them can. For now, I guess we'll just play it safe. so many people are knocked out. That's the thing about people getting knocked out, is eventually they will wake up and just make their way back to the leader character. If you don't wake them up by walking some people over them yourself. So you have two options there if you get people stunned. And these are the dual organs, yeah. Oh, wow, somehow the shockwave didn't actually hit them. Okay. I love the whip for these enemies. So handy. It's got really good range. Plus, they have that one... Am I gonna get hit out of the sky here? Shit. At least I had Okami ready. Yeah, the whip is so strong with these guys. You can either just pluck them out of the ground or you just use the superior range from it. Okay, not falling for that shit twice. And we get bonus points, as always. Plus, the whip's really nice for hitting them while they're still underground, so you can just get... Oh! God damn, I thought I... Man. Couldn't do Kemi out of that. Misread the situation. Okay, up you come. Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. He was doing his overhead. I thought I actually had him coming out of the ground, though. Nope. Drifted. Oh, that's nice, though. He goes right into this attack. But I did not pluck him out of the ground. This is a wonky fight I have going for me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Bizarre one. So before we move on, we're back at the elementary school, kinda. We'll draw a ladder up the side, and that brings us to this floating island. How is it floating here? No one knows. But there is a figurine or something inside of this crate. It's a really well hidden one. I can't even tell what that is. There's so many people. Yeah, it's a file. Number 51, that one is a GIFJERK file. We'll be taking a look at those in the bonus episode. So this is a very interesting way to do asset reuse. WONDER-TOMBSTONE. Hold that thought. They've used part of this reference before. René Francois Auguste Rodin is a French sculptor from whom they got the name Rodin and Bayonetta. And his disciple and lover was also a sculptor named Camille Claudel. Francois Claudel, the sculptor.
Port sub-engine offline. Switching to auxiliary power.
There's actually more to it, though. I wasn't content when I looked into that reference, so I kept looking.
Countermeasures and magnetic shielding down.
Okay, that's not important. I kept looking, and I found that Jean-Claude Van Damme's full name includes Francois, and he was born in Brussels, much like the character WONDER-TOMBSTONE. So I don't know how deep that rabbit hole actually goes, because those two references together explain different parts of WONDER-TOMBSTONE's bio, but not the actual tombstone part. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I do know that I'm not giving this Dura a chance to get out of the juggle this time. Very good. Very good. So I was saying, I really like how they do asset reuse here, because these are all locations we visited before, but everything about the background is changed, the situation is different, the context is different, and just the way that the assets that we've seen before are laid out are different, so the level design has actually changed. And it's changed in a way that takes advantage of abilities that we've gained since the first time that we were here. Like, because of how upended the buildings and the streets are, we can now climb on them with the claws, which we didn't have before. So it's a creative way to save a little bit of money, basically. Reuse some assets, but still get something new out of it, you know? Something that I mentioned last episode that I should elaborate on, this combination of the attack liner and the Unite Bomb that I'm trying to show off. Doing a kind of a bad job of. Up here it should work a little better. Yeah. Kind of a weird hurt box on this enemy. Even though it's kind of big, the Unite Bomb and the attack liner combo is really, really powerful in a way that seems like it's probably unintentional. Kind of like the Durga Kilgore exploit in Bayonetta. All of the wonderful ones in the Wonderliner punch the enemy as it passes through, if you have the attack liner on. The bomb field causes enemies to take more damage, so that combination versus really big enemies causes them to take substantial amounts of damage when you draw into them. And the bigger the enemy, the more damage they take, because their hurt boxes are so massive. So if you really want to kill some bosses really quickly, you can take advantage of that if you don't mind cheesing the fight out. But it will prevent you from getting a decent combo score. But if you're just really struggling against an enemy, especially a big one, that can help you out a lot. Another thing to turn on if you have attack liner and you're struggling is energy converter. Try it out and you'll see exactly what I mean. You'll regain all of your battery and all of your health pretty much instantly if you just use the Wonderliner with the attack liner and energy converter. Just draw into enemies, you don't even have to do anything else. Oh, I got tapped. Got love tapped by the crab. Yeah, there's some funky stuff you can do with just the Wonderliner alone. Some funky combinations. Attack liner has a lot of potential to exploit. I don't know if I picked up the crab claw before. It's a really slow startup attack, so I tend to not use that very often.
Fire detected in sector A203. CAFS deployed.
Well, poop.
Fire detected in sector A203. CAFS deployed.
Oh, he spawned on top of me. And we're fighting pretty much on top of the end of the operation marker. I think my 50-person whip broke like right before I pulled the armor off, so I only got like a little small chunk of it. Oh, his juggle state doesn't start immediately. That's cool. That's neat. You actually have to wait until you see the blue stars spinning before you can juggle him. Not immediately after ripping the last panel of armor off. And that is the operation clear. I think I missed a few things, though. I missed 2 secret operations. Oop, we'll go back for them. Actually, I missed more than I thought, but starting from the little island here near the school where you get WONDER-TOMBSTONE, I think it was. I missed one thing up here when you draw the ladder up to the island with the red crate on it. This one is really, really tricky. If you use the Unite rocket and you hold it down for a little bit, so you get as much height as possible, there's a hero heart fragment waiting up there. God, that's a tricky spot to hide a heart. And then if you backtrack even further, you get a secret mission back here with 2 scorpions. Yeah, I guess there are advantages to just spamming the team attack as opposed to always using formation charge. Formation charge is still really nice to start off with. It's that nice burst. Oh, God. He had team members clinging to him. So instead of keeping the juggle going, I homed in on the other one who was still on the ground. Okay, shouldn't be a problem this time, though. Oop. Man. Could have been better, though. Could have gotten more off the juggle. Let's fix that this time. Or, Jesus. Doing a real bad job. Whatever. As long as they don't get any offense in. And this is the last thing that I actually missed. This one is so easy to miss, too. You ride the current up. Alice gives her dialogue. And instead of getting off towards the end of operation marker, you backtrack as soon as Alice has given her dialogue. Because that is the trigger for this Alfheim back here to have spawned in. It's a really easy one to miss. Because once you get to that floating platform from the wind current, you're stuck up there. You can't actually go back once you land on that. And the secret operation that we have here is just 2 of these Doras. We have 100 people allotted to us, and we have 2 minutes to kill them. So this is actually a really easy one to do. This one's not much of a problem. Even though I couldn't get the re-juggle on him, it's still not going to be a big deal. So we can catch both of these guys in the bomb field. The bomb will take care of the first one, and that's just him. A lot of the endgame Alfheims tend to be really difficult, but this one gives you a pretty big breather, I would say. This one's not too hard to do at all. Especially because they've thrown so many of these enemy types at you up to this point, that without some kind of gimmick, just having to fight 2 of them at once is now really simple to do. So we just want to make sure that this one does not fall out of the juggle. Tombstone down. And keep it going. Cyclone is a really good juggling tool, by the way. You just gotta make sure that you don't make the same mistake that I've made a couple of times and accidentally do the stinger input. So now we can move on and get started on Operation 8B. Getting so close to the end of the game. Not many left. 8C, 9A, 9B, and 9C, so we're just about at the end game. And again, we have another location that should look super familiar.
Solar sail output down 20%.
The Ferris wheel is spinning out of control now. The West Edmonton Mall Ferris wheel. We got a couple wonderful ones to collect. They throw a lot at you in 8A and 8B, including another clown. This one is the happy clown. We got Piero, the sad clown, here before. And I think we are about to get 1 or 2 other wonderful ones. This one is Wonder Zombie, Christopher Garfield. Special Forces, he is a reference to a couple of different Resident Evil protagonists. And I'm not sure if any of these guys are wonderful ones, but I want to go back to the clowns. There were originally supposed to be a bunch of team-up wonderful ones. Like I mentioned the dog and the cat previously, they were supposed to just be one wonderful one. A dog and a cat together.
Solar sail output down 40%.
There was another one like that called Wonder Circus, who was 2 clowns put together. And then I think there was supposed to be a magician and a rabbit wonderful one. I'm guessing that was scrapped because of, probably because of memory limitations, if I had to guess. And we're revisiting the baseball stadium where we fought Lambo for the first time. For one of the absolute worst gamepad segments. One of the worst. So we unite build, and now we have a first-person shooter turret section from inside the tank. Meanwhile, we're getting rained down upon by missiles, which you can look at the other screen to see where they're going to land, but it's really hard to control the direction that the tank is moving in to dodge them, and it's not particularly fun to try to shoot them at midair. And the drill missiles are not our targets anyway. Those are. So this is a really bad gamepad segment, but this is also, I think, the last one. So, And normally a turret section would be inoffensive, but the angles I'm having to hold my hands at are just so awkward and I don't like this. A lot of the gamepad segments so far, I could control the camera with the shoulder buttons. Not this one. Nope. Gyro controls all the way. Weird angles. I have to tilt my fucking hands at. And you kind of have to lead them sometimes. Oh, I just got hit twice. And there's no way I can like, look down right now. Ah. And it's long, too. I guess if you're good at it, you can do it faster, but... Nah. I feel like the gamepad segments in 101 are failed experiments. Clever idea, but... they're very often not that fun. I like when they try to break up the gameplay with like the punch-out section or the kind of platinum iconic shmup segments, but the gamepad stuff in this just doesn't do it for me. Come on, we're so close. Oh, shit. Okay, we're good. Woo! No more gamepad segments, though. That's nice. Yeah, whatever.
Solar sail output down 70%.
Before we climb the walls, we're gonna see what we get inside the gosh bonds. It was a wonderful one. I was kind of not sure. And we got another clown. Fireworks salesman. What are fireworks? You have a triad of clowns. Oh, I wish I had Shugi right now. Doesn't matter. So we climb up here, and there's actually a pretty not well hidden Kakuriga up here. Most of the other ones have required a lot of backtracking or some specific trigger. That one's just climbed straight up. Not too far out of view at all. And what do we have to do for this one? We are fighting the boss of last chapter. We have tons of people that we can recruit to help out. I think they started me with, what, 50? Have not seen that laser attack before. That's okay. Knocked a lot of my people out. I'll just kind of rescue a few more and then we'll get on with fighting. Actually, this will give me a good chance to show something cool off. Once I get him stunned, I can start juggling him. Yep. Let's get that gun back out and just spam the stinger at him. Even though the stinger is tons and tons of hits, it's not actually that good for building the multiplier. Like, it's not bad at all, but it's more for stunning enemies quickly. Because every hit of the multiplier doesn't apply the 0.1 increase to the multiplier like the normal gunshots do. Here's something cool. We can use the spiked ball to continue juggles. Yeah, you can do some fancy stuff with that, with the blade glider, with all of the tools that you gradually accumulate throughout the course of a playthrough. This game's got such a tremendously fun combo system and juggle system. Okay, so we want to pull the claws out and then climb down and get the batteries. The big mega battery, and then the liner doesn't wrap around and I'm too lazy to go get those 4 batteries. Sure, it'll be fine. Sure, they won't make the difference. You usually wind up with an excess of batteries by the end of a mission anyway, or operation. So it probably won't be that bad. Like, we're already 4 batteries away from 1 battery. Yeah. Yeah, we already have an excess of 3 in a full Unite gauge, so no big deal. Missing out on a few. WONDER-FIXIT. So let's see. No, I'm not sure what that's a reference to.
Pressure bulkhead in sector D51 damaged.
Yeah, everything is foobar. Oh, I almost destroyed the tanker with the attack liner. Oops. I don't think there are any wonderful ones here you can kill with that tanker, so it's probably fine, but ooh. Usually better not to take chances. Oh no. Didn't mean to do that. Other turtle just ram-jammed his head up the turtle on the right's butt. And we get the Cyclone for the hammer now, which is a really, really useful ability. Especially if I can get a bigger hammer going. I'm worried that the other turtle's gonna hit me at. Well, I just want to get one good shot in with this. Because it hits 3 or 4 times. I wish activating things like fountains with the Wonder Liner. I wish that was disabled in combat. Also, I wish that turtle would leave me alone right now. I'm having to kill this other turtle the honest way right now. Here we go. Yeah! Look at all that damage. It's tremendous. Oops. Everyone else got knocked out, but the leader character, the one that matters, he got out okay. Yeah, again, the leader character, the only character who can take how the hell did that happen? I think all of my other people got knocked out before the leader, and it left me unable to spring or dodge there. I felt stuck for a second. Now this is over. Now that we tip him on his back, there's no other turtles to protect him. His health is gonna melt. But this is a long fight, so we're not done yet. Woo! And we can, even though we have this giant weapon out, we can still unite spring to dodge out of the way of stuff. It's very handy. Crap. Ugh. Something about my timing is really, really, really off right now. And that leaves him open to juggle. So let's take no more chances with this. Uglier than I thought. Wow, that took more time than I thought. Well, yeah, it figures, because I've spent so much time trying to mess around with the new hammer ability. Instead of just finishing the fight. Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, we got a wrinkle to smooth out. We have a vent, so of course we stick the Unite ball in it. And we get a hero heart fragment. Like 9 times out of 10, there's a heart up there. One of those geysers. This guy used the pressure to explode out. You just gotta do it. Okay, let's... Yeah, I'm not taking any chances this time. I used 2 risings instead of the normal 1 there. Oh, and up, and away we go. Yeah, it seems to be working out better. I had one little tiny thing that I had to correct from the last fight I had against one of these. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That strategy is so nice because you don't have to spend time running away from those things. Plus, with the reach of the sword, you don't have a whole lot of downtime. Oh, these. Alex. Shit, she was in the way for a second. That's one of those situations where how busy the screen gets and how little real estate you have can really, really affect you. Even if for only a moment. Oh. Haha, good shit. Oh, where did the cannonball go? Did it reflect into the ground? Is it because of the way the platform's tilted? Okay, couldn't have that happening twice. Man. That had to be because of the hit I took and the time it took to Okami. This looks like I can draw a bridge off screen, but no. There's a part coming up where I can, though.
Radar altimeter offline.
I think it's just after this. Also, one of these should be a wonderful one. Yeah, we'll be up around 92 or 94 by the time that we're done with this. So we're getting pretty close to having every single wonderful one available in the main game. Of course, that leaves a lot of unlockable ones, but we'll get into that down the road. Anything important there? Thunder Victory Torpedo. Picked up just in case we ever really want it for some reason. Oh, 2 of these Lambo lookalikes. The Lambo cosplayer enemies. Yeah. We're gonna take advantage of some stuff here. Namely the fact that they can't do anything about the Unite Bomb. And even if the other one wants to hit me, as soon as he steps foot in the bomb's field, he'll get slowed down too. They don't get slowed down just on impact, it's whenever they touch the field. So if they're outside of it and they move into it, they still get that slowdown effect. Just like that. So we will take the first one down this way, not have to worry about getting ganged up on. Great. Oh, great. Yeah. And that's only a 50-person fist. Destroyed. Completely wrecked. When everything flows together just right, there's no feeling more satisfying. Like, the sense of flow itself in Wonderful 101 is tremendous.
Terrain following radar offline.
No, somewhere around here. Pretty sure it's supposed to be on this platform, but I should be able to build a bridge. Maybe it's on the next one before I remove the spikes? I know it's around here. Oops. I'm glad I do all this stupid fall into the abyss shit when it's not in a ranked operation. No, where is it? Oh. Am I gonna need to cut to it? It's on this platform. No, because no, I know it's not here. Can't hurt to check. It's not to the left, right? No, it is to the right. Right. Right, left, right. Please tell me I didn't do this for nothing. I'd be pissed if this was some soup. I'm almost pissed. Like, a figurine is okay. It's barely above soup tier. Figurines are a barely above soup tier collectible. And this is even a puzzle that we've done before. We shoot the target to rotate the crane arm so that we can hook onto it with a whip. It's even a puzzle we've seen before. And this time I'm fairly certain that I'm not missing anything, so we'll go ahead and clear that operation. Yep, nothing missing. That's gonna do it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.